and in the second season of the Kelly Clarkson Show, we introduce something new, something to get us out of the studio and face-to-face with guests safely. I'd hop in the car and head to the movies for what we call our drive interviews. Probably my favorite one. That's my favorite one. I got to catch up with so many people: Jay Leno, Cedric the Entertainer, Neve Campbell, Dr. Phil, just to name a few. Check out some of the moments we've never shared with y'all before.
What's up?
Hey!
How are you?
Meeting you here. I am so excited that you're here at the drive-in, and I am
so
too, because I'm a huge fan.
Aww.
You look very at home in that truck.
You look very at home. What kind of wheels are those? What are you driving?
This is a '57 Chevy.
This is a 1970 Dodge Challenger.
I hear you have an 8-year-old son that's actually teaching you about cars, and I don't know if you need to be taught, though, because it's a pretty cool car you're in. What was the first car you ever drove? Because that's a pretty flat car.
The first car I ever drove was a '77 Coupe de Ville. It was my mom's car. And I did the thing where I got a wreck, where, well, it wasn't a bad one. I just scraped it on the passenger side, and she never saw it because she would drive.
And you didn't tell her?
What? No.
What?
What? So then when she finally discovered it, I was like, really? I wonder when that happened.
Who did that?
That's terrible.
Do you think driving, I don't know, do you think it is therapeutic? I feel it's therapeutic.
It can be if you're not in this LA traffic, which hasn't been bad. That's one good thing in the pandemic, right? The traffic hasn't been so bad.
Yeah.
But it can be. Particularly if you kind of kick back, put on some tunes, put your cruise control on and roll. It really can be kind of therapeutic.
I like to get out and, drive, especially like during the pandemic. That's what I've been doing, like just kind of ride around, hanging out.
I feel like I'm in high school again. That's what I used to do when I first got a car. I was like, I'm gonna drive around.
Do you sing in the car? Are you that? Because I am the tool that you will pull up next to, and I am jamming.
Yeah, well, Kelly, you can jam.
I look like an idiot, though. It's not like cool jam.
I sound like a pig under a gate.
Oh my God.
I gotta totally be by myself though, with the windows up.
You won't let people hear?
Oh, hell no.
You're my favorite people at karaoke bars, by the way. The ones that aren't good.
Yeah, no, I'm your favorite people at karaoke bars, just sit in the back and watch people that sing.
And well, until we get just enough alcohol, like a little liquid courage in you, and then you're like, all right, I can do this.
Yeah, you ain't got a big enough jug to get me up there.
You should try moonshine.
Do you have a favorite movie that you've ever seen at a drive-in?
Yeah, I just go back to like the first Shaft, like being a kid. Like seeing that at a drive-in movie, and then Bruce Lee movies. Those were the ones that we used to go and see, like the cool kung fu movies when they came out. Fist of Fury.
The Fury, yeah.
Fist of Fury.
My first one was actually a Batman. The first
really?
Batman with the best Batman, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton as Batman, of course. That's the best Batman.
Yeah, I love them all, but Michael Keaton. He wins it for me.
Yeah, of course. He's so cool.
It's cool, but I came for the snacks. I'm gonna be real. I like the snacks.
Yeah.
I have snacks. I've got some Good and Plenty's. I've got some Junior Mints.
Junior Mints. That's my mom's favorite.
That's my kid's favorite. I like the Good and Plenty's.
Milk Duds, but whatever. But they stick in your teeth. I don't like that part.
Wait, I have a question though, because I have a theory about Red Vines versus Twizzlers.
Twizzlers all the way.
Okay, so everyone from the East Coast, but you're not East Coast, likes Twizzlers, and everyone out here in California likes Red Vines, and I can't eat Red Vines.
Since I've been in California, it's all about the Red Vine game.
Okay, that's a little bit of an imitation game for me.
My wife is a Red Viner, so, that made me a Red Viner at that point.
Okay, I like it.
Once your wife becomes something, that's it.
Twizzlers are way better.
And I chew off the ends, and I get a Coke, and then yep, that's what I do. What have you found yourself doing, during quarantine, since we've seen each other?
Well, see, I look at the positive side of this Corona thing.
Can you tell me what that is?
Well, that is, as a guy, I go, honey, I'd love to take you to that new vegan restaurant, but it's closed. We can't. Honey, I'd love to see Hamilton, but the theaters, they're not doing it right now. Honey, I'd love to take you to Europe, but they won't let us in. So for a lot of guys, this is actually pretty good.
Seems like we just gotta stay here.
Yeah, exactly. Honey, I'll go to In-N-Out, I'll get some burgers and bring them back, and we'll have a dinner here.
That is an upset, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing. You're an optimist. It's nice.
I'm an optimist, that's right.
You are. Well, hey, we've got to do this again.
We do. I love meeting up like this. You know what it's like?
know.
It's like an old detective movie where we got like, I got some stuff. Maybe I dumped some stuff off in the trunk, and then you say,
Maybe
hey.
I've got a body in the trunk.
Yeah,
Who
maybe
knows?
you've got the perfect trunk for a body.
Did you grow up doing drive-ins?
Oh, yeah.
I think my mother has told me the story that my father made my mother get in the trunk of a car so he didn't have to pay or something to get her in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
That's truly a muscle car.
His name is Spawn.
His name is Spawn, and where did that come from?
So one of my favorite action comic books is by the name of Spawn. Is this comic book character that became really big and underground in the 90s, and then eventually I started naming things after him.
His name is Sonny. I saw him literally driving by in Texas, like far away in a dealership, and I was like, he will be mine.
Was it yellow?
Yep.
That's amazing.
love him,
That's
yeah.
incredible.
He looked like he was like straight up out of like Fried Green Tomatoes, the movie, and I was like, you're cute. It's wood paneling, floorboard. It's adorable.
Oh man, that's so
Yes.
good.
Everything is still old school on it.
It was all original?
Yeah, I love it.
That's a tough one to keep, tuned up if you're not driving it. You gotta spin that one a little bit.
Yeah, like I can change oil and change a tire, and that's really what I can do.
First of all, you change oil? I haven't changed oil in probably 20 years.
Oh, I haven't changed oil in a while, but I can change oil.
Yes, I'm
I
still
think
impressed.
Texas women, I think they make you in the South at least learn how to do it if you're on the side of the road.
See, for you and the South, they teach you how to change oil. For us, they teach us how to salsa dance at 3
Me
years
line
old.
dance. Like, I would have preferred, I like line dancing, but salsa would have been a lot more sexier. But anyway, are you the kind of guy that has family like all around you? Do they live near you?
Yeah. A little while ago, I bought the neighbor's house and I moved my mom there. The timing couldn't have been better because then pandemic hits.
Oh, does that feel so good to be able to give that back to your mom like that? Like,
Yeah.
she gave so much of herself for you.
No, it's amazing. It's unbelievable. And honestly, when we came to the United States, we were all we had. We had to start from scratch. My mom was a big factor of why we turned out any kind of reasonable, and she also gave something back to me when I ate Colombian food the entire pandemic.
Nostalgia and some isolating time.
Oh, for sure. But I think that the food was incredible, and to sit with my mom and I having, you know how it is. We were traveling. If we're not on set, we're doing, we're showing up for.
It was the first time we had to slow down.
Yeah, first time to really look at each other and really talk to one another. Besides the short talk, right? Like that. How are you? Good. All right, great. Who did that? Who did this?
Yeah.
But this was the first time where my fiance got to ask questions like, what were you like a kid? And I found out so many things about my mom that I was just like, I don't know why I never asked you that. And just when you think you know your parents, you really don't.
Yeah.
And we don't ever ask our parents or grandparents questions about their childhood or how they were like or whatever. We take it for what it is.
And you
So that
start
was
to
big.
see your parent as like a 20-something-year-old in their stories, and you're like, man, I would have
Yeah.
probably been friends with you.
Yeah.
Like that's
my
so
mom
cool.
was telling me about ex-boyfriends, and so I was like, what? You had ex-boyfriends?
Yeah, we hate him.
Yeah. Oh, we hate him.
We hate him.
Yeah, so that was definitely a big moment for me to kind of get to know her even more.
You're so great.
You are so great. Are you kidding?
I mean, you're already like a really cool guy in the limelight. I just mean like, wow, you're like such a family guy. That's so cool.
Oh, thank you.
Not everybody is like open and vulnerable and like, you know,
Yeah.
some people can be guarded.
I think all of us male actors, we've led to believe that we have to say, sound, look a certain
Yeah.
way. I'm too Latin for that, man. I'm not Colombian, Venezuelan. Like, that's what you see is what you get with me.
Well, before we go, can I hear like a rev from Spawn?
Sure.
Okay. Woo! I love your car! All right, I'll see you next time.
See you next time.